Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna finally react to something that kind of escaped my attention. I do not know how that happened because I genuinely loved that song. So a couple of months ago, I reacted. SB came out with Dunka and The Time. Two songs that I really loved, but if you remember correctly, I was bawling my eyes. I was crying my eyes out with Time. So Time definitely stole my heart. It was a song that I thoroughly enjoyed. I loved it. And I did not know that they also did quite a lot of live performances of Time. So I had a couple of choices. They did it on the Wish Buzz as well, but I really wanted to do the performance video that is on their official channel because I genuinely felt like it was the most intimate one and it was super emotional. I'm just so excited to see it. You have no idea. I'm bracing myself. Hopefully this time I'm gonna keep it together better than the last time. But before we get to the video, guess what we have? A sponsor, so let's go. I have partnered up with Love and Deep Space again because this time they are bringing you a brand new update, including Music Stage. If you are new to Love and Deep Space, it is immersive 3D interactive game where you can interact with multiple characters, and trust me, you're gonna find something you like. But this time, you will be stepping with your 5 favorite boys to the center of the stage. I'm so happy that they brought music and the stage concept into this game because it's hot, it's fun, and to have finally a music element in it, I love it. Of course, you're gonna experience a really cool interaction. You're gonna have 5 solo dances, and then you're gonna have a couple dance. This version actually includes a really fun little cute rhythmic game. So if you're the type that step on the toes while dancing, maybe this will help. Overall, expect more love, more fashion, more music, and more good-looking men that have better rhythm than anyone you ever dated. This version is updating on the 30th of October, and the link to the update is gonna be down in my description, so make sure to click it and enjoy it. And now back to the video. Oh my little heart.
Riding in bed, numb and upset. The hands on a clock are moving along, and feels like I'm dead, but I'm here instead. Please make it stop. I'm always wrong and stuck in.
Beautifully balanced when it comes to dynamic. So subtle and soft, but still there was such a tiny little fluctuation that was making it so beautiful. Oh, listen one more time. So you're working with that volume a little bit. It's not just very soft. What is very typical is for introductions of balladic songs, you have a very soft, light introduction. It's supposed to be very sweet. It is just getting us into the mood. But that's where a lot of people can fall very flat because they do it either too airy or it's just very weak and it just does not grasp your attention. So even though it's supposed to be soft, it still has to capture you, right? It's supposed to pull you into the song, and he did it beautifully. Like there was this tiny fluctuation. At the end of the phrase too, like you could hear him just building it up, just grabbing you in, while still like maintaining the soft lounge of that song.
Riding in bed, numb and upset. The hands on a clock are moving along, and feels like I'm dead, but I'm here instead. Please make it stop. I'm always wrong and stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. I'm trying hard 'cause I know it cost. 'Cause one
Cannot with his voice. He's more than just a bass. Oh my god, that's what we have to say. That's what we have to say about our boy. He's more than just his bass, because here specifically in this song he's proving it so well because he's doing quite a lot of movement. This is not as deep as we usually get him because he's usually creating the bass line. He's usually creating those almost like the bass, not just the bass melody, but sometimes like in dumb we hear the dum dum dum. So it's really, really cool what he can do with his voice. But I'm so happy that we're getting something like this as well. This is a little higher pitch than we usually get him, and he was flipping into the head voice. Specifically, the last one is so freaking hard because you have to manage your air properly. So across the whole phrase, you don't run out of it for the last switch into that head voice. And his huskiness is so gorgeous.
I'm trying hard 'cause I know it cost. 'Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of.
I swear to God, this song should be more celebrated and known. It's so beautifully composed. Like it's like a dagger in your heart. That stop time. It's just, the effect is so beautiful. Okay. The stop time is creating an empty space, and you have to navigate along that empty space as a singer. So when it drops, that sound you have to drop along with it. So you have to have a very kind of confident onset into that sound. Time. You can go weak. You need to have that kind of sync with that instrumental and understand it as that empty space creates this big empty effect, and then you have to bum along with the instrumental. It has to have the same kind of volume and impact.
'Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of. All of these are natural. No one's really in control, but you live a little 'cause we know when we vanish we don't really go. So I try to run an extra mile, hoping for a sign. If there isn't one, then I'm leaving mine. And for those behind, seeking you won't find. There's no reason not to try. Watching everything from the back.
I like that he opened at the very end, also trying to build a little bit of a dynamic before he gets into the high tone.
Behind, seeking you won't find. There's no reason not to try. Watching everything from the backseat is beautiful. By the time it gets really ugly, you already know what to do. But we got nothing to love.
I actually love this trio. They were complementing each other quite well, because even though we've got much more brightness in here, and you know, we always have bass working. they get my boy working most of the time because it's just such an asset. But having them very bright together is also like, it's a nice sounding harmony. I think we're usually getting the two main singers harmony instead of this one, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
What we're not changing with yours. Fight it for whatever cost. If the lights dying, don't you ever cease to refuse. Stuck inside.
Oh, I love those ad-libs there. Did you hear them? They're very subtle, but they're so nice.
The lights dying.
It's like dying. Hey. All the really nice open vowels so he can carry them.
You ever cease to refuse. Stuck inside my never-ending thoughts.
He divided it actually. Stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. You could carry the whole phrase on one own, but the breath management can be tricky, specifically in the song like this, with those head voice flippings. Stuck inside my da, 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 da. So if he feels more comfortable to having that air in the middle of it and makes him feel more in control of his breath, go ahead.
Inside my never-ending thoughts.
Ooh, pretty dynamic at the end.
I'm trying hard 'cause I know what it costs.
Here, he breathed again, right? So you have either long phrase, stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. You go really low tone, so your breath control has to be in check. On the other hand, you can go into head voice, or a little clean, like a head mix. But what you need is air. So on one way we go down, on the other way, on the other part of the phrase, we go up. But it has to be quite a massive air control there because you are working with a soft dynamic, and towards the end you're switching registers in the second part. In the first one you go on the low tone, which can also be very tricky. So he decided to breathe mid-phase, which is getting him a little bit more control. So it's giving him a bit more like refill, a little refill in the middle of the phrase, in the middle of the phrase, so he can be more comfortable at the tone that he's aiming for.
I'm trying hard 'cause I know
Little hiccup breath.
'Cause one day we'll run out of time, memories will leave them behind, many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. 'Cause one
With him, I always say this one thing, that when you have rappers that have a lot of texture, right? People who use a lot of fry or a lot of growl, they're just like very well known with it. I love to actually compare him to Changbin from Stray Kids. They have very similar kind of rap style, so a lot of texture. Like they're very well known by that. And then people are so genuinely surprised when they hear them sing and they find out that they have actually really high quality voice behind it. They have solid technique and that they are very stable in their voice. They're like, damn. And I'm like, yes, what do you think they're building it on? Like you cannot build a texture on unstable voice. You're building the texture on a solid basis, and you can hear it as well here.
run out of time, memories will leave them behind. Darling, when push comes to shove, your best is enough. It won't hurt to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of time and time again. It rings things I don't understand. I'm French all over, still I under all I can.
It is interesting. I like his voice when it's in the bass line as well, but he is such an animated person. He does a lot of embellishments, so constantly something, either a lot of agility like right? So either agility like that, so little kind of like flips and stuff like that, a little fry, a little texture, a little growl. He's like a person of many things, right? But I genuinely like his bassline tone as well. He was adding a little throatal placement here, like, that was there, but there was a little bit of a bassline voice there. I really like the tone quality. Here, time and time again. If you hear it here, this is his natural voice. I actually really like it too.
Try, 'cause one day we'll run out of time and time again. It rings things I don't understand. I'm French all over, still I under all I can. Now we're the way there's no.
I actually wouldn't mind if he would done it without any modulation at all, but I understand that he's a modulation stylization person. He loves that. But just from my POV, I love his natural voice as well. Beautiful range for him. So leveled, he doesn't have to mix there. He can just belt comfortably. Ooh, the harmony behind. God. First of all, let's just like give, recognition to the gorgeous harmony they created behind him. And then second thing I want you to listen to is that he was going up, which usually people build up their volume on the way up. But reverse, because there was a slowdown in a song, he actually was going up in the pitch, so he was going to the higher tones, but he had to reduce the volume, reduce the dynamic. And that requires so much control. But let's enjoy this part without an interruption. Let's go. So pretty.
Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can't control. I hope
I'm getting
know
emotional.
It's better to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can't control. I hope you know it's better to try.
Oh, this song is my kryptonite. All right, anyways, this passage of him, I love that we've got a quite dominant opening by him and closing as well, like just before the finale. His voice is just so beautifully built for that. Try. It's a little narrow instead of try, we're getting try, which is kind of okay if you want to modulate into a tad of restriction to maybe emphasize his huskiness, which I don't think we need to emphasize, but go ahead, we love it. So good. The stell ad-lib. I want to point out one thing that I don't know if you guys notice. They are really, really good at voice arrangement. I mean, that you probably noticed. But if you look at this, Pablo and Stell are exchanging roles in here. When he is having his main line, Stell is doing the ad-libs beautifully, like a tad higher and a tad later. So he's almost like giving him the reply, time. And Stell has the reply, time, or like a little bit of that delayed ad-lib, just like kind of like echoing him. And then when the roles are reversed, when Stell was having a main line right after him, he went into the ad-libs, kind of creating his mirror again. So beautifully done. Right there. Dude, oh my god, the song has such a strong effect on me, and I genuinely love that song. I am happy that I got you a little bit more in-depth analysis on this one, because in the music video I genuinely was almost not able to. But if you do not know this song yet, or I don't know, you're just discovering SB19, please go and give a listen to the song without my commentary. I hope you're gonna enjoy that, because it's just genuinely beautiful, gorgeous song. Definitely give it a good listen and support SB19. They are very, very sweet. They have recently replied to me on TikTok and thanked me for my reaction and for my analysis, and I've been genuinely super happy to see that. Yeah. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here are rest of my Filipino reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.